Tonight, from the Mercedes-Benz Super, it's a special on EA Sports. The Green Bay Packers.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man who was undrafted out of Buffalo, standing at 6'7". It's Tyree Jackson.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
Incomplete to open things up. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
Jackson's pass.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 9 carries, 64 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20+.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Kamara. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Jackson running back up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And once his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Packers nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Here we go with the Packer offense, guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, let's see how they handle this because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang. Had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And nothing doing? He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 7 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
One of the underrated aspects of Davante Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy that number 12, his quarterback, trusts implicitly.
12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
With a handoff to
a gain of 3, second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Saints 3, Packers 0.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Rodgers throwing complete to Valdez-Scantling. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need him to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Well, let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
Jackson's pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Packers' 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 40-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
Jackson on 1st down. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Kevin King there defensively.
Jackson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 16. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Every time Michael Thomas makes a catch, I can't help but marvel about the 2019 season. 149 catches, but how about the receiving yardage? 1,725 yards. I don't care what the game plan was on defense, Michael Thomas found a way to beat it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
11-yard line. A gain of 5.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. His 1st career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 13-year man puts it through. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10. At their own.
Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Herman to return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Being chased out left. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Packers 6.
That's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Urban on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, that'll be complete to Dillon.
Rodgers pass.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Complete to
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So that'll back him up 5. After the penalty, it's Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
the ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
No gain on
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers got a man. It's Tanyan complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
a gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Factor is 6.
So here are the Saints to take over. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Number 41, Alvin Kamara.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Kamara.
38.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and...
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That's good for a Saint.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man, Higby, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run. It's Kamara. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
15-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 7.
Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. From the gun, Jackson. From the out route, incomplete. It's Smith. And he is out of bounds here. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Wants to try to add the PAT. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard
The
line.
Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll throw from the gun. And this will complete right side to Funchess.
Rodgers pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Green Bay.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Rodgers to throw once more. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Jones. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
He's got this one complete to Fountain. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 27-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara.
Jackson's pass.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And Jackson throwing once more. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Ball carrier, Rashawn Gary on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30.
Jackson going to run. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A busy night continues for Kamara. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Saints,
Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Josh Allen and the San Francisco 49ers taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Francisco 49ers. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Our two quarterbacks certainly.
I don't think you get by for long periods of time. The way the game is played, with
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Russell Wilson leads out the Seattle Seahawks offense. The veteran Wilson, a third-round pick back in 2012.
gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on in his career.
Wilson's pass.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
3. And this.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Oh, it's a... Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11 now. To throw is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
And, partner, when you hear about a 6'5", 235, 240-pound quarterback, you don't often think of him being overlooked coming out of high school, do you? That's exactly what happened to Josh Allen. Overlooked, ended up going to a junior college, Reedley Community College out in California, before matriculating to the University of Wyoming, and the Cowboys were so glad to get him.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 6 catches, 75 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Derrick Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pick.
To the air, Allen. And it's caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first, but he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Seahawks nothing.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now Wilson operating from the gun. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Javon Kinlaw able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their 1st sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now a handoff here to his running back, and they'll get him down right around the 16. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Michael Dixon.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
People say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is, can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit, because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Seahawks first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Draw play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
49-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 12. First down, Seattle.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Number 22. Out of bounds at the
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wilson's going to tuck and run. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season.
third down. 3rd and long.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. Again, Wilson.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
To throw again is Wilson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And Myers able to knock it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted by the Seahawks.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Well, what a break here. Turnover late in this first half, and now they're set up in field goal range already.
With a chance to get more. So what you're telling your unit as they go out onto the field is very simply this. We've got 3 in our hip pocket. Don't jeopardize that. Let's attack and go for the big one here. Let's go get 6 and give ourselves a chance to really feel good going into the half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's second down.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
A first down carry for Henry. Able to push his way through. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run the option on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. And that will be incomplete.
Pass intended for Nicole Hartman. Incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they take possession of the football and have it at at the 36-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of 2. Brings up
again, it's Henry.
At the Seahawks 34-yard line.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
For a 49er.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Wilson over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf.
Wilson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now it's Wilson. He'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 49ers.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
15-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Wilson on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. Myers' kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
49ers 7.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. They set up the screen for Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 29-yard line.
Completes it to Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Allen now on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At their 48.
They'll run with Henry. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another 49er first down.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Kerry Hyder able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Niners 10. Seahawks 9.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Ebron with it over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 30.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
Deep board. Russell Wilson sacked.
Oh, my man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for number 22.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Uses the stiff arm. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Allen. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee. .38-yard line, 2nd and 11. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, 49ers. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now Gold for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. So let's glance at a player spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? He'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Final score,
Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Niners, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.